My series on playing Asgard's Wrath ends now. After just 2 rounds, I have completed the virtual reality epic. Created by Meta and Sanzaru Games, does the ending of the original game make Odin proud? Or will it have me wanting more? Or will it have me wanting less? Because I didn't really like the game. In general, how many calories did I burn this round and in total playing the game? Did my game break with this notorious number of bugs? All these questions and more will be answered when it comes down to my final playthrough of Asgard's Wrath on PCVR.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
First, let's dive back into the story of Asgard's Wrath. As a recap, you play as a god in training, learning your craft and how to possess humans. To learn, you must follow along with Loki, the god of mischief. Surely, he's trustworthy. You must gather the stones to make him happy, and in return, you will teach him. He will teach you how to control your powers and possess of different characters and how to use your different characters' abilities, such as like being able to throw an axe and retract it and all that stuff. There are 4 different characters, ranging from a human to a giant to a blood elf to like this. I don't know what you would call her, like just a woman, I guess. I was playing the game last. I was in the last Saga. I was exiled by Odin to a jail cell and must break out and return to Asgard and Loki. To do so, I must use my animal friends and their special abilities, such as becoming invisible and gathering items past a wall. These animals range from like a giant bull to a weirdly erotic owl character. I haven't ruled 34 this game yet, but I know there's going to be a ton of art for this game and for this character. Once I hopped back into the adventure, much of like the overall shine that I had for Asgard Wrath and much of the praise that I originally gave in my original review kind of faded away. It's been about 4 months since I last played Asgard's Wrath, and in that time, I played so many different virtual reality games that the technology in general didn't really impress me. You know, kind of looking back, I think I overrated games like Angry Birds and stuff, just because I was so new to VR. That combined with like the lackluster ending of this game made me less appreciative of it this round. Not to mention the bugs. Oh, the bugs. One such bug that I did have that had me worried the entire game was soft locking by glitching my way to having the Raven character way earlier than I should. Luckily, the game played out perfectly and I was able to finish without any issues. Well, at least without any more game-breaking bugs. So I was able to complete that quest of transforming the Raven, even though I already had the Raven, just by using it to break out of there. I was so worried that I was going to have to repeat this game. Thank goodness I did not.
You will have one chance to run away, and there it goes.
The story of Asgard's Wrath continues with me breaking out of jail and going to the Valley of Giants. Going through this path made me truly tired on how just linear this game can be. You just follow the straight path, go to the different routes if you want to collect items. Once you hit a snag in the path, you must battle with its admittedly dated battle system compared to most of the games that I played recently. Granted, this game is 5 years, so it's going to be 5 years old, so it's going to be dated. Once you beat the battles, you continue on to the puzzle. The puzzles in the game are the main focus, with everything being window dressing. For the most part, the puzzles are very easy but well designed. Where the game truly shines is just with the ambiance, with the insane graphic quality, and just amazing sound effects. Like when you whip out your sword, it goes whoosh. Oh god, it sounds so good. It's great. However, the worst part of this journey comes when I was doing this round 2. It was the return of the absolutely stupid tower defense minigame that I had to complete. I ranted about how stupid this was back in my original video, but it brought it back in a much harder way. It took me 2 days to beat the trash-ass canyon game. The mechanics are bad. It just doesn't feel like you're doing anything. It's just bad. It's incredibly slow. It's tedious. I hate this part of the game. In general, I hate when games add like 20 different crappy mechanics to kind of help spice things up, rather than truly expanding on 1 or 2 good parts of the game. I can continue to rant and rave, but it's over, and I was able to beat the canon game, and let's just hope it has no place in the sequel. After rescuing the giants, I had one final mission: get a necklace from an evil angel kind of woman. To do that, you play as the Dark Elf again, and go journey through this great labyrinth level to find and unlock different colored like posts that you must then put into like position as like a god. This is the best level in the game, considering how many different like puzzles you must solve and how many different paths open up as you continue on. Spoilers, but I've since been playing Asgard's Wrath 2 by the time I write this review, and it is much better in every single way, and it seems they took a lot of inspiration from this level when making the sequel, which is good, because the sequel is so much less linear. It is great. Spoilers, but once you get to the necklace and give the stone to Loki, he turns evil and tries to kill you. I know, who would have thought that Loki would not be trustworthy? Never in fiction has this happened. You must fight him in a decently exciting battle before he locks you in a tavern forever. I will say that the ending did feel rushed and kinda sucked. I finished the main story on day 18 of my 30 days of playing and spent the rest of those days trying to complete all the side missions and combat arenas. I didn't do all of them, of course, but I did a good number of them. Doing the combat arenas while maxed out on the characters by finishing the game is ridiculous, because I'm killing these people in like one hit. As a conclusion to my feelings about the game, I felt a bit lackluster. I wanted a more complete finale, but didn't really receive that. Granted, I'm playing this game 5 years later when the sequel is already out, and that sequel takes place right after the story of this one, so it's not like I have to wait long before continuing on to the story of Asgard's Wrath. However, I would have been disappointed if I were a fan and I had to do a 4-year wait to the conclusion of the series. A more conclusive finale should have been provided, where you defeat Loki, the tavern is saved, but then maybe in the sequel he returns. That way you kind of get like closure for the first one. Outside of the story, the linearity of the level design and awful mechanics make the game a drag. If I were to give it a score, I would provide a 7 out of 10. There are just too many bugs in this game for me to give it a higher ranking. Thank goodness the sequel absolutely crushes it in almost every way except for the graphics. This is still the best looking virtual reality game that I have played, and I will stand by that. Let's get into the calories that I have burned from playing this game in this final round. I will also give the statistics for both rounds to see how fitter I got from playing this game. Spoilers, but I'm still like a fat guy, so not much fit. Before I do so, here's my chart of the 30 days of playing in round 2. This will also be posted on the Jack Jenkins website, so you can view the data and compare it to yourself if you want to try the challenge. I played the game for 26 days. I played for like 30 days, but I took every 7th day off to have time to like rest and relax between doing work and trying to do these YouTube videos. During these 26 days of playing, I burned 4,989 calories. The average calories per session will be 191.88 calories. I'm always weird about the decimals. I have a hard time saying them for some reason. Total playtime across the 26 days is 10 hours and 39 minutes. The average time per session comes to 24 minutes and 33 seconds. That comes down to my calorie per minute rate of 7.87. That's not too bad for a non-focused virtual reality game. Non-focused, I mean non-fitness virtual reality game. You do get some movement like throwing the axe and stuff, but like you're mostly just walking around. I do want to get one of those like walkable treadmills because I think that would absolutely destroy my calorie counts. For the total amount across playtime in the game, I burned 9,835 calories and played the game for 20 hours, 40 minutes, and 9 seconds. That is a bit below how long to beat.com says for the game. It's saying 26 hours, not including the whole side quest things. I've done a decent number of the side missions and still came about like 6 hours underneath this. I will say that the puzzles in this game are ones that I've encountered in other games like Zelda and Zack and Wiki. A game that no one really remembers, but they should, since it is absolutely amazing. Zack and Wiki, the best Wii game. Screw Mario Galaxy. That's my hot take. As someone who loves puzzle games, I was a bit disappointed that these games weren't that hard. Despite that though, Asgard's Wrath is a 7 out of 10 and completely worthy of your time playing. If I was playing it like 5 years ago, back when this first released, I would say this is more like a 9 out of 10 just by how epic this is. Like, even to this day, nothing really completes with how epic this is. So guys, that's it for my final review of the first Asgard's Wrath. Again, I will recommend picking it up and playing it. The sequel is far superior, and you will notice this only if you play the first game. In the meantime, if you like this video, then please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll try and post a new video every single week. Follow me on my website at jack-jenkins.com. There, I posted the article for this video, which is pretty much it. Soon I hope to be putting out like exclusive videos on that site, so don't forget to watch them there. Follow me on X and Instagram at TrueJackJank. If you have any suggestions on like challenges you want me to do, then please leave them in the comments below. Lastly, I want all you guys watching to have an amazing day, everyone. All you guys are incredibly amazing, and if you want to improve your life, you can't do it alone. You can only improve yourself together.
This could prove useful. This won't end well for you. You cold, boss? Use your power. No, not now. Nope, don't need this right now. Sorry, boss, but no.